it's damn near halfway through 2019, so I hope you all are just living your best lives, feeling good, feeling happy, and just manifesting your dreams and your desires, and loving yourself from the inside out and those around you. As you all know, I'm damn near vegan. I follow a vegan plus seafood diet, but I would say I haven't had any seafood since, what's this, May? I haven't had any seafood since February. I decided to just take a break from seafood because I would say the latter part of last year and early part of this year, I was eating a lot of seafood, a lot of junk food, processed food, fast food, ordering in, just pigging out. So I just wanted to do a cleanse and, you know, reset my body. And I eat intuitively, so I'm not just a strict plant-based eater. I eat plant-based mostly, but I eat what my body tells me to eat, what my spirit tells me to eat. If I feel like I need to add seafood into my diet, I do. If I feel like I need to take it out, I do. If I want to indulge in a little bit of junk food every now and then, I do, and I don't feel guilty about it. And when I know that I need to eat cleaner, I do that. So I haven't had any seafood since February. I'm probably not going to eat any this month either, unless I get an out of the blue urge, but so far so good. I'm not gonna lie, every now and then I do crave some things that I don't necessarily eat right now or don't eat anymore, and I like to recreate it in a form of food that I eat. So I'm gonna tell you about what my recipe is for today. I don't know about you all, but does your family do large seafood boils or go to restaurants where they get their seafood boil with the crab legs and the crawfish or shrimp and just this big old bag of buttery, spicy seafood and some potatoes and corn and sausage in it, and they're just putting their hands in it and they just sopping it up? And I know you've seen the videos with the women that are eating and tearing up some seafood boils. And I ain't gonna lie, I all of a sudden just started craving that the other day. I don't know where it came from, and I just started dreaming about how I could make that into a vegan version of it. And I was just literally thinking about it and dreaming about it for a couple of nights, and I said, you know what, I'm going to put something together. It may not be the exact replica, but it's going to be something that satisfies that craving. So that's what I came up with. One night I had a dream about how I wanted to do it, and I got up, I don't know if it was in the middle of the night or the next morning when I got up, and I opened up my phone, pulled out my notes, and listed the ingredients. And next time I went grocery shopping, I just went on ahead and picked up the ingredients, and I tested it out the other day. And I loved it. It was freaking delicious. My mom loved it. And I put it on social media and asked people did they want the recipe. I just put the visual up. Asked people did they want the recipe, and I was flooded with yes comments on Instagram and Facebook. So I am going to make this video for y'all. It's good to me, and I want you to let me know how it tastes when you make it. And if you want to tweak it, do so, but this is bomb to me. So let's get right into it. Feel free to use whatever ingredients you desire, whatever your favorite vegetables are. But these are the ingredients that I decided to choose in my boil. Snap peas. So snap beans, whatever you want to call them. We're just going to snap the ends off. And I'm going to do that to the whole bowl. I'll do that afterwards. And then I have oyster mushrooms. I don't know if you all are familiar with these. They are mushrooms. Not oysters, but they're oyster mushrooms. They do look a little funny. But I like these because you can transform them to kind of taste, you know, like if you batter them and fry them, which I'll do in a future video, and make you some good old mock chicken wings. Today I'm going to make them more like a mock shrimp. But this is kind of how it looks. And to be using corn, of course. I just got some yellow corn. Bam. Some broccoli. Boom. Carrots. Some red potatoes. Red onion. Zucchini. And you know you need your lemons. So that's that. And last but definitely not least, these vegan Italian sausages. So I did a little bit of research. I think they do have some vegan kielbasa, however you pronounce it, sausages online. But I went to the store, the grocery store, I went to Walmart, and they have two different types of vegan sausages there. They have the ones that I get from Field Roast that are more like breakfast sausages. Those are really good. And then they have this tofurkey Italian sausage. And I thought that these were really good in the boil. So check those out. And I'm going to chop up my veggies and we'll get started. While I'm cutting my vegetables, I'm going to go ahead and put my potatoes on the stove. I'm going to boil them. So first I'm going to just poke some holes in them. And I'm going to boil them whole. I got the water in the pot with a little bit of sea salt. For my oyster mushrooms, I kind of don't really like to cut them with a knife. I like to just separate them where they naturally kind of separate and leave them kind of thick because you want that texture. This is going to be a little different than your traditional seafood boil. You know, with your traditional seafood boil, you're going to be using one big pot developing your sauce, developing your, your butter, your seasonings, and throwing in your ingredients with your veggies and your seafood. But since this is my mock version of a seafood boil, I'm not technically going to be boiling. I'm going to be sauteing my veggies separately, and then I'm going to develop my sauce and then blend it together. I found that technique is a lot better than trying to boil a big pot of vegetables, because I want certain textures and certain consistencies with this mock boil. So let's get into it. I'm going to go ahead and get started with this, with these snap peas. Snap beans, whatever you want to call them. They string beans, basically. I'm going to put a little bit of grapeseed oil in the pan, or the cast iron skillet, I should say. Turn that down. Alright, and then I'm going to add some garlic. You know, I just wasn't in the mood to mince any garlic, so I got some garlic that's already minced. I put about teaspoon in there. Let that saute for a little bit. I had my cast iron already heating up. So it's not on that high, but it's been heating up for a minute. That garlic smells so good. So then I'm going to add my beans to the pan, to the skillet. Delicious. So for the veggies, I'm going to use my Old Faithful wok. I'm going to put some grapeseed oil in there. I'm going to do another big heaping. It's going to be garlic down, this whole recipe. So I'm going to have a teaspoon of garlic, or a tablespoon of garlic. And even though our sauce is going to be full of seasoning, I want to develop my flavors, so I'm going to add some seasoning to this as well. I'm almost out of Old Bay, which is one of my main ingredients for my sauce, so I'm just going to put a little bit of that on there. And put some red pepper flakes, crushed red pepper flakes. For those of you that aren't into spice, don't put too much. A little goes a long way. I'm going to put a little bit of oregano in there. Just a little ginger powder. Some Cajun seasoning. And a little bit of smoked paprika. And some garlic powder. Again, I'm not going to cook these too long because I want that crunch, but I don't want my carrots to be too crunchy or my broccoli to be too crunchy if it was like closer to raw. So I do want to cook it down some. And I'm adding my zucchini last because it's already pretty soft, raw. And I think cutting it in this shape is just tastes good in the in this mock boil. All right, so we're gonna do our mock shrimp, which is our oyster mushrooms. And no, do not expect it to taste exactly like shrimp, but it will give you put you in the mind of shrimp because it's got that type of texture. And what we're gonna season it with is also gonna put you in the mind of the flavor. So I'm gonna be using a little bit of sea salt, pink Himalayan sea salt. Some Old Bay, which I'm almost out of. That's all right, we're gonna work with it. Some garlic powder. Nope. Let's do that side. Some pepper, black pepper. And we're going to be using some kelp seasoning. And kelp is a sea vegetable, so it's similar like seaweed. And it is, this actual brand is a blend, so it's kelp and cayenne. So I'm gonna put that all over there. I say that's about 2 teaspoons. And some parsley flakes. Just because, you know, add a little pizzazz. That tastes like some other. That tastes like shrimp to me. Okay. All right. Next up. All right. So for the fun part, we're gonna develop our sauce. I'm using the same pot that I made the oyster mushrooms in, because it still has that flavor from the, you know, the seafood flavor that I gave it. But I don't want to put too much of that kelp in the whole sauce. So I just want that flavor developed in that cast iron skillet. I'm gonna do 2 heaping tablespoons of garlic. I already put a little oil in the pan. Alright, so I'm going to add, this is vegan butter, Smart Balance brand. This is the original kind. And I believe this one is soy free. Gluten free. So I'm gonna let that melt down a little bit. I'm gonna squeeze some lemon juice. I'm going to put some soy sauce in here. Look, so never mind the butter being soy free, we're gonna add some soy. You can use coconut aminos as well, which is much healthier. I'm using some low sodium soy sauce. So this is probably a little bit bigger than a tablespoon, so I would say I just put maybe 4 tablespoons of soy sauce in there. It might be the same size, maybe 3. All right, I'm gonna add some brown sugar. And that's about 3 teaspoons, well, maybe 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Well, I don't really measure everything out, but I cook based off of what tastes good to me. So I'm giving you estimates. I would say cook to taste. This is agave, which is a great alternative to honey when you're vegan. All right. This is Asian chili paste, so it's the brown fresh chili paste. All right, so now we're gonna season it up. I'm gonna put some, not too much, but a little bit of Himalayan sea salt in there. There's so many other flavors that's going in there. Some garlic powder, I say at least 3 tablespoons. There we go. Just a little bit of ginger, maybe a teaspoon. Some lemon pepper. I would do 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna do some oregano, just about a tablespoon. Red chili, crushed red peppers, the chili peppers. Now, if the people that you're serving or yourself is not into spice, like I said, don't put too much. I'm gonna do about a tablespoon. I'm gonna do some smoked paprika. That's about a teaspoon. Cajun seasoning. You can have fun with this. I'll put about 2 tablespoons of Cajun seasoning. Cayenne pepper. Don't put too much if people don't like a lot of spice. I'm just gonna put about a teaspoon. And some black pepper. And lots of Old Bay. Alright. So at least 2 tablespoons of Old Bay. I'm gonna taste it to see what it needs. If it needs a little bit more of this or that in just a second once I get everything mixed down. I'm gonna taste it. That is delicious. Vegan sausage. It does not require that much cooking. It actually says on the package to cook it for 90 seconds. So everything is ready to be combined. I've been preheating the oven on 350 for a little while. And I'm just going to put everything into this dish. I think I made a little bit more than I did last time, so I don't know if it all fit. Got my lemons, and then I'm going to pour the sauce all over this and put it in the oven for a few minutes. So, we got everything mixed together. I put it in a bowl. You could put it in a Ziploc bag or however you want to eat it. I'm gonna do a little trick my cousin Janae always does when she goes to eat her seafood boils. She adds a little extra kick at the end. I've already tasted the sauce and everything together without this extra kick, but trust me, the extra kick is good. Squeeze a little lemon juice on there. Hold up, we need a little help. Some cocktail sauce. It's already got a little spice to it, but I'm gonna add a little bit of my favorite hot sauce, which is Louisiana. you know, a few little dashes here and there. This, a little extra cayenne pepper, just a couple of dashes. A little bit more Old Bay. And some parsley. I'm gonna mix this all up. I let mine cool down a little bit from the oven because I want to be able to enjoy it without it being piping hot. I just got my nails done, boo. Put on my young gloves. Go for some corn. Perfect. Go now. The potatoes is good. Oyster mushroom. Let's see. Broccoli. The perfect amount of crunch. Carrot. And these are my favorite kind of cut of the onion, the little boiled part. The vegan sausage. You gotta make sure you're dipping and rubbing your food all in this good sauce you done made. The lemons are extra good when you have it in these damn boils. Well, let me try zucchini. Look at all that flavor. Okay. Well, I'm about to enjoy the rest of my meal. Be on the lookout for a lot more content coming your way. As you know, Damn Near Vegan is not just about food. It is health, beauty, and lifestyle. So I have so much content coming your way. Get ready for some new vlogs. And I'm going to continue to give you some more recipes. And please support. Please continue to support. I thank you so much for those who support me already. Like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. Tell a friend. Let everybody know that we're veganizing all of your, your favorite dishes, and we're making veganism fun. Because you know what? I refuse to eat nasty food. I don't care what I eliminate from my diet. My food is going to be good. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. And remember, if it ain't made with love, I don't want it.